Hi, welcome to another Hotel Tales What's Your Story chat series. The hospitality industry is one of the most dynamic and exciting industry. With every new development in technology or guest experience, even more diverse and specialized job opportunities open up. Hospitality students learn the ropes on how to start, run, and cope in order to make their career in the hospitality industry a success. Graduates find work in various areas of hotel management. We have with us today a star student from Hoteliers University. Namiq Rameez, a student ambassador from Hoteliers University, was born in Los Angeles to a Sri Lankan father and a Maldivian mother. Since he was a child, Namiq spent a lot of time traveling, first within the US and later across the globe with his parents due to their work commitments and also on school expeditions. Namiq spent most of his childhood years in the US and currently resides in Malaysia, where his family has chosen to settle. All this traveling, seeing new places and experiences led to a keen interest in the hospitality industry. So when it is time to decide his education and career choice, Namiq chose to stride into hospitality. He began his journey by enrolling at Hoteliers University for his diploma and is now currently finishing his bachelor's degree in International Hospitality Management at Hoteliers University. His first internship in the industry was at the Shangri-La Kuala Lumpur in 2019. Currently, he is competing in the annual Sustainable Hospitality Challenge as the team leader of the first group from Hoteliers University ever to be invited to compete in this global event. He is tasked to finding the best ways to make hospitality industry more environmentally sustainable by the year 2050. The competition is ongoing right now at the semi-final stage, and the submission for the finals is on 31st of March this year. Let's chat with Namiq and find out what's his story. Stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of Hotel Tales What's Your Story chat series. In this program, we chat with many hospitality professionals across the region. Today's guest is really special because we want to know how the hospitality industry looks like from a student's perspective. I'm delighted to have with me today Namiq Rameez, the hospitality student from Hoteliers University. Namiq, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Hanley. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. Namiq, tell us what was your impression on the hospitality industry before you sign up for this course? And has this impression changed now that you are about to complete your degree program?
I wouldn't necessarily say my impression has changed, but rather the amount of respect I have for people in the field. When before I started, I would think, okay, it's a good job, it's something I'm passionate about it, but you don't really realize how much effort, how much spirit it takes to go in and do it every day. And unfortunately, sometimes you do have guests who don't really understand and they may be in a bad mood and they take it out on you. I think everyone in the service industry goes through that.
Yeah.
So I've done multiple internships, and I think every day I'm doing this job, every day I do an internship, the amount of respect I have for people in the industry just rises.
That's excellent. Coming from you, I think joining the industry and having that as a backdrop, I think that's very good. Yeah. Namiq, if you have a crystal ball to look into your future, your career future, can you see your own career journey in the hospitality industry from day one you enter the industry till the day you retire? So how will you begin and how will you end in this industry?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to an extent, I have planned it all out. I'm lucky enough to have family in the industry as well. So I personally want to start in the front office. I think that's where I excel at. talking with the guests, helping them out. So I would begin there, and I would want to end as maybe a regional director for a chain, for a 5-star chain. Maybe after that, one day open up my own hotel chain. So I would like to travel the world as well, because the more I travel and the more regions I work in, the more experience I get. So then I'll be able to help out more different type of guests. So that's the goal.
That's good. Yeah. I believe you have done some internship programs with some hotels during your past years of your course. Can you relate which areas in the course are applicable and which areas that you reckon that are not applicable in the real hospitality world?
Yeah, for sure there are a lot that was applicable. Taylor's University has a great practical side of the lessons. So we were lucky to have full-fledged housekeeping suites, front office suites. So I learned all the front office software that all the hotels that I did my internship used. All the same practices we use in the hotel, we learned it in housekeeping. So when I actually got to the hotel, there wasn't much of a learning curve. It was more of the ways the hotel gets things done I had to adjust my practices to. But other than that, because of the way we were taught, I got off the ground running. But for what wasn't really there, I think COVID changed a lot, and more practices have to go into place, like sanitization, making sure that it follows all the SOP. So I think that's one thing and I guess you can't blame the uni because there's not been enough time to really put that into the curriculum, but they have done a good job of slowly implementing into it. I guess that's where still we got to fix things, because things are going to change from now on.
Yeah, I think the dynamics have changed since the pandemic came on. Yeah, I understand also that a group of you from Taylors were assigned to sort of take over the management of Holiday Inn Express KL for 1 week.
That's right.
Right, to experience the real life. Yeah, to experience the real life in the hospitality world. Can you share with us that valuable 1 week experience what went on during this period?
Definitely. I actually love talking about this. So I was chosen to be the front office manager. And so what the regular manager would come, but then it would sort of be like a day off, because he would just sit behind me and make sure I'm doing everything correct. And what made it interesting is the general manager, Mr. Jonathan Lai, he planned emergency situations. So on one day, the 2 men with knives would come up to the front office and demand us to open the safe, or a TV would go missing from one of the rooms, or an entire floor would suddenly lose its power. And we would have to react to those scenarios, and they would see how fast we would fix it. And I think that's a really valuable experience, because I did it during my diploma, and it already put me in the seat of a manager. So I got first-hand experience of how things could be maybe 10 years, 5 years into my future. And it really tests you to see if you want to be in the field. Because there are a lot of people who think it's going to be easy, but then when you experience something like that, you realize you may not be cut out for it. So I think that was one of the best experiences Taylor's has offered us.
That's good. I think it's nothing like experiencing it real life. Yeah, and I think many hotels who might be interested to participate in programs like that to help Taylor's develop young talents such as yourself. Is there a department or a person that these hotels can contact?
Yeah, definitely. Our program director, Dr. Ruth, is always open to create new partnerships with different brands. And she would love to hear from any hotels that would want to collaborate with Taylor's.
Wow, that's good, yeah. So that 1 week of experience at Holiday Inn Express, I'm sure gave you a lot of valuable experience. And the fact that the hotel is still standing and running today means you have done a good job in that 1 week, right? The hotel is still there.
Mr. Jonathan Lai did actually say we're welcome to come back. So I hope, and I think that means that he liked what we did. And back to what you said, it was valuable because it wasn't sort of like an internship. We had to do all the work, and all the work that they might not entrust with interns. So I guess it's one step beyond an internship.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. you are also the team leader representing Hoteliers University on a global stage to compete in the annual Sustainable Hospitality Challenge on the best ways to make hospitality industry more environmentally sustainable by year 2050. That's 30 years from today, or 29 years, yeah? And I know you are submitting your recommendations on 31st of March, end of this month. And I don't want you to give your recommendations away before the competition date. Yeah. But however, I would like you to share with fellow hoteliers 3 tips where hotels can be more environmentally sustainable in its daily operations.
Yeah. So after speaking to different hoteliers, we came to the realization that food waste is not a big priority. However, it is a big problem the world is facing. So I would say either recycle your own food waste or you can give it to other companies, because nowadays there are a lot of companies that take food waste, process them down into the raw materials and sell them to other companies. So hotels can either recycle their own food waste, or if they don't want to go through that, because it is a lot of effort, you can either sell it to them, or there are companies that buy their food waste to turn it into eco-enzyme. Eco-enzymes are a type of detergent which is made from food waste. So if hotels want to use eco-enzymes, it's proven to be useful for all different type of cleaning agents. You can use it to clean restrooms in the hotel. You can use it to clean cutlery. So that's another one they can do.
That's a very, very good tip. Thank you very much. And we really wish you all the best in this competition that you're going to be.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Thank you.
Good. Now, one final question before I let you go, Namiq. With the current pandemic, we cannot not talk about it. This is really affecting the whole industry. And with this pandemic, the dynamics of the hospitality industry has changed. It is a challenging time, and many hoteliers have lost their job. And this is the same time that you are about to enter the job market. So as a fresh graduate, you will be competing not only with your other fellow graduates to secure the job, but also with other experienced hoteliers who have lost their jobs. How will you convince your future employer that a fresh graduate like yourself is a better hire than an experienced hotelier that has recently lost his or her job?
Personally, I'm lucky because I live at home with my family, and during this COVID time, I didn't need to find ways to take care of my family. So the more experienced hoteliers, unfortunately, if they were let go, let's say 2020, they had to spend time maybe at a different job or looking for a different job. However, I spent that time competing in things like the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge, or still in uni, where curriculums have slowly been changing to fit into COVID. So I think the post-COVID hotel world is going to be very different, and I am better prepared for that world because I have competed in things like the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge, which is really focusing on how things are going to be after COVID. And also my new curriculum, where it's implementing things that it's going to be different after COVID. So I think I would be better fit because I'm more prepared.
Wow, thank you very much. Hoteliers out there, if you are listening to Namiq, this is the new star hire that you are going to be looking after the moment he graduates.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, thank you very much for coming onto the show, Namiq. We have been speaking to Namiq Rameez, a student from Hoteliers University. Thank you very much for coming onto the show, Namiq. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome to Hoteliers University.
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 Today, we're going to get hands-on with these racing cars. Today, we're live streaming with a chef from France. judge what happens next. Today's about collaborative brainstorming. Today, we take on research that changes lives. Today was a success.
At Taylors, we strive to provide more than just an education. We equip our students with the skills and attitudes to become successful entrepreneurs and leaders. The value of our degrees is also enhanced by our high-impact, internationally recognised research. Our growing reputation for both teaching and research is placing Taylors on course to become one of Asia's elite universities.